What I have to say is certainly worth taking my mask off, and I would ask if anyone agrees with what I say, if you could please donate a minute, because I have a little bit longer. Just 2 minutes would be appreciated. If not, I understand. My name is Dan Roll. Does anyone wish to donate a minute? Could you? No? Okay. Anyways, my name is Dan Roll, and I'm here today. In 2020, we need good news, and I was not expecting the excellent news that Michelle Fiore was stepping down as mayor pro tem in the city of Las Vegas. It is welcome good news, but this is not the first time. Let's not forget that in 2015, Michelle Fiore called her black assemblyman colleague a colored person, and then told us all to get over matters of race and color because we had a black president. Michelle Fiore loves to associate with Cliven Bundy, a alleged domestic terrorist, and let's not forget that Cliven Bundy said that black people were better off as slaves because at least they knew how to pick cotton. And you, Madam Mayor, chose that woman to be your mayor pro tem. This is the same woman whose business was shut down by the state of Nevada and told us that cancer was a fungus that could be cleared with baking soda. It is not ironic to me that Michelle Fiore wraps herself in the thin blue line, claims to be pro-law enforcement, but conveniently forgets the fact that she was expelled and condemned by law enforcement in 2016 for saying...
Sorry. Next. No. No, I'm sorry. No, it's ahead of time. Wait. All right, wait 1 second. We have to get your name, ma'am. Excuse me.
My name is Annette Walker.
No, you didn't get it up front because they didn't know you. It was when you were going on into your comments. No, we're just following the same procedure.
Annette Walker?
You know?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. God bless. This is the same
and your
Michelle
card,
Fiore who in
ma'am,
the middle
could you
of a
give your
budgetary
card,
crisis.
Give your name so he can get your minute. That's 2 minutes for him.
Just handle it.
She's walking out. That's awesome.
Teresa
No,
Brooks.
no, no, no.
Come on,
No, 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 no.
Excuse me. You'll have 2 minutes, but please try to do it less vocally and screaming, if you would, to be respectful. You can make your points. You don't have to go ahead and try to incite people to do things that are disrespectful and rude. It's your comments. That's her prerogative. Wait a minute. Excuse me, don't put words in my mouth, and I'm talking. I asked everybody on this council, as long as 4 people remained, we could continue council. And anybody could get up because they have been here since early this morning to go ahead and get... You know, I'm trying to explain to you. You obviously don't listen. I don't hear anybody listening, and I'm trying to tell you, if you want to hear, which you don't, obviously, which is why we have problems when we try to work together in this community all the time to make it a place where we as one large family can get along. What I instructed to my council was, I'm asking you all to stay, but if you need to take a recess, since you haven't, please feel free, leave, make sure we have 4 people here at the dais. It is her prerogative to go in back and to go ahead, anybody else that would like to do that. We want to hear from everyone. So you have now, even though you did get 2 extra minutes, you have now taken up 4 extra minutes, so I had to go through this rather than following the item up front that I said, everybody gets a minute. You've had now 6, or you will have 6. Excuse me. Do you want to leave? I mean, if in fact you're not going to do this the way it's been laid out, then we're just not going to hear it.
Madam Mayor, I understand everything you're saying.
Okay, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Please go ahead.
Madam Mayor, I think it speaks volumes. Madam Mayor, I think it speaks
Wait a
volumes
minute.
that...
See, they won't
understand.
let you talk.
I understand. Madam Mayor, tensions...
One guy, a white guy, not
Madam Mayor, Madam Mayor...
Excuse- Wait, I'm so sorry. Ma'am, who's leaving, thank you. I can't, as I said early on of record, my eyes, I can't see the people because I have reading glasses. So I couldn't see who was speaking, and you're gone, so that's all right.
ago, I wrote you a letter, and you were kind enough to write me a card back. I truly believe...
Okay, now go ahead, you may have, all right, now if you'll give him back his 2 minutes, please, Madam
Is on?
Clerk.
Okay. Okay, this is
All right.
wild.
2 minutes.
Madam Mayor...
2 minutes, that's what you have.
5 years ago, I wrote you a card, and you were kind enough to write me a card back. I believe that if we work together, we can solve these, but you don't do that by walking out of the room, like Michelle Fiore did. Nothing I said about Councilwoman Fiore is anything false. It's all on the matter of record. But I'm not done. That's not it. It is ironic to me that this latest scandal started with Michelle Fiore's disgusting stance on affirmative action, because Fiore embodies the concept of unqualified white privilege. Her only rise to success has been at the expense of her white privilege and her access to guns. And when it gets tough, and when people confront her on behavior, when people confront her on the actions that she did, that she so proudly stood on to get herself elected. And let us not pretend that Michelle Fiore is some masterful politician. This is a woman who won with less than 4,000 votes to get the spot that she's in and won her GOP assembly seat because she ran unopposed the first time. This is not a masterful, powerful politician. This is a woman who knows how to suck the oxygen out of the room to divide people and to create hate. But let us not forget that she also, at a time of great budgetary crisis, when many people of color, when many white people, when many black people, when many brown people need the city to be functioning and to have successful coffers, she's waiving fees for labor union bosses to have their daughters' weddings. It's pretty obvious what is important to Councilwoman Fiore, and it's not making this an inclusive city. It's not making this a city where you can say Black Lives Matter. Yeah, everyone in this room thinks all lives matter, but the conversation is different now. It is different now. I'm a white man, I'm just about 40 years old, and I understand that I have a privilege. I understand that the world is changing, but it's clear that Councilwoman Fiore does not. And you, Madam Mayor, your legacy is coming up. You will be defined by what you do in these next couple of years. And you have an opportunity to stand up against someone like Councilwoman Fiore, who just yesterday you said was doing a great job for the community. Yet when the community came to speak to Councilwoman Fiore, she walked out of the room. I think is absurd. And in the spirit of you writing me that letter, I wish that perhaps you and I could have a conversation offline. We could continue this dialogue. It would be very, very important. Because what I saw today was people of color who are willing to give a 40-year-old white man their time to speak. I believe that we can make progress, but we need leaders to make that progress.
Thank you very much.
Madam Mayor.